I never believed the stories, not the ones whispered by old villagers. Don't follow the funeral at sunset. Never touch the bodies in the square. And if you see them, don't let them see you. I moved to the northern village to escape city life. My uncle left me his old farmhouse, and I thought the warnings were just old superstitions. But on the first night, I realized how wrong I was. Part 1. Arrival. The farmhouse sits on the edge of the village, surrounded by endless fields and forests. Snow crunched under my boots as I explored the property, windows rattling in the wind. Inside, the house smelled of dust and old wood. I unpacked a few essentials, ignoring the eerie silence outside. No cars, no dogs barking, just the wind, whispering like it knew I was alone. I wasn't alone. Not entirely. Part 2. The first funeral. The first funeral I attended was for an old man dervish who had lived his entire life in the village. Everyone gathered in the square at sunset. I stayed at the back, watching. The coffin wasn't horizontal. It was upright. 2 villagers carried it like a lamppost, standing the deceased tall inside. Straps held him in place. The sight made my stomach turn. The villagers whispered prayers under their breath. Candles flickered against the stone walls of the square. One of the older villagers noticed me staring. He muttered, "Don't look too long, boy. You might see more than you want." I laughed nervously, trying to mask my horror. Part 3. Curiosity. That night, I couldn't sleep. I peeked through the window at the square. The upright coffin was still there, though everyone else had gone home. A shadow moved inside it. The body shifted slightly, the head tilting as if scanning the area. My heart raced. Then I heard a whisper, soft, like wind through dry leaves. "You shouldn't be here." I froze. I'm just looking," I stammered. "You will see too much if you stay," the voice said. The coffin straps creaked. The shadow inside moved again, then vanished. I ran back to my room, shivering. Part 4. The village explanation. The next morning, I asked a villager about the practice. "They bury them standing so they can't wander," he said quietly, eyes darting to the square. "Wander?" I asked, confused. "Some don't stay dead," he whispered. "They rise, they walk, they take what they want." I laughed nervously. "That's impossible." "Impossible?" he said. "I've seen it. My father saw it. And one day, you might see it too." Part 5. Night of the rising. 3 nights later, the wind howled like a living thing. I couldn't sleep. Around midnight, I heard scraping outside. The snow was untouched, but the sound grew louder. I looked out the window and froze. Bodies, upright, standing in the square. Their faces pale, eyes hollow. They swayed slightly, but moved steadily toward the center. I grabbed my coat, heart pounding, and ran toward the village elder's house. The elder opened the door, calm, unshaken. "They are restless tonight," he said. "A full moon awakens them. Keep moving. Do not stop." I nodded, terrified. Part 6. The chase. We ran through narrow alleys. Shadows moved everywhere. Some corpses stood in houses, others in fields, all upright, watching, waiting. "They bury them standing, so they can't roam freely," the elder said. "But frost melts and soil softens, then they rise." I tried not to scream. My lungs burned. I stumbled, slipping on ice. The scraping sound followed me. Behind me, bodies shifted. Hands clawed at snow. They were unsteady but persistent. Part 7. The chapel. We reached a chapel at the edge of the village. Candles flickered inside. Symbols etched into the walls glowed faintly. "Here we wait until dawn," the elder said. I collapsed on the floor. Outside, the moaning continued. Faint at first, then louder. Hundreds of voices murmuring, like the wind but heavier. I peeked through the window. Coffins, upright, shadows moving inside. Waiting. Part 8. The first contact at 3 a.m., I saw one. A corpse, not fully formed, standing in the chapel doorway. Its eyes black, endless. "You shouldn't be here," it whispered. I stumbled back, my heart racing. The elder grabbed my arm. "Calm. Remember, they can't move outside the graveyard until upright. Once standing, they take what they want." I looked at the floor. A hand broke through the wood, pale, gray, reaching. I screamed. Part 9. The lesson the elder whispered. They are patient. They don't forgive. If you step where they shouldn't, they mark you. The coffins outside trembled. I watched as mist-like figures emerged, slowly rising. "You walked across unclaimed soil," the elder said. "You must stand watch now, or they will take your place." I didn't understand until I looked down. The soil beneath me cracked. Hands clawed through, icy and relentless. Part 10. The narrow escape. The elder struck the ground with his staff. The figures shrieked, not loud, but in pressure against my skull. They released me. The coffins returned to stillness. He gestured to the graveyard. The grave was prepared for another. "You walked across it, but tonight you live." For now, I didn't argue. I fled the village. Part 11. Dawn morning light broke over the village. Everything looked normal, peaceful, the square empty. Coffins upright, untouched. Villagers acting as if nothing happened. But I knew. They bury the dead standing up for a reason. And the dead, they are always watching. Even now, in the city, I feel them. Upright, waiting, patient. One day, they will come for me. And when they do, I will stand too. Subscribe for more.